Welcome, everybody. We are so happy to have you with us. I am Barbara Rogers, President of the NANP. And what we want to do for you today is give you a little bit of an introduction with one of our keynote speakers with our upcoming conference later in April. I'm very excited to introduce you to Dr. Dian Ginsberg. And I want to give you just a little brief introduction about her. She's got a fabulous background that she's going to be able to share with us. She completed her residency in obstetrics and gynecology at the Bowman Gray School of Medicine in North Carolina, and then later moved to Texas. Her practice brought her to Texas. And after years of experience providing that comprehensive work in obstetrics and gynecology, her career advanced into a special interest in functional medicine and the manner in which it bridges the gap of a patient's illness while minimizing severe symptoms and optimizing health. I love that. Her experience also became very personal for us and for her, actually. And she's motivated to continue her research in nutritional therapies for a lot of reasons that touched on these personal reasons that have to do with her sons. Welcome, Dr. Ginsberg, and can you please share with us that personal connection that you have that brought you into functional medicine?
Well, thank you, Barbara, for having me, and I welcome everybody. I look forward to giving my keynote lecture. I tell people I was a up all night Krispy Kreme eating OBGYN resident in Bowman Gray when I finished residency and decided to have a baby. And I probably brought my disrupted microbiome and disrupted circadian rhythms and disrupted adrenal glands to pregnancy. I delivered my kids, and neither of them had language till about 3.5, 4 years old. The second one had no language till 5 years old. The doctors at the Texas Medical Center told me my little one was severely mentally retarded and would never talk. My OB-GYN practice at the time, which is kind of brings everything together that I'm going to speak about, my OB-GYN practice at the time, I started to see women who complained of not feeling good when they were aging, weight gain, fatigue. The big hormone study had just come out, so they had thrown away their hormone replacement because everybody thought hormones were going to be a problem. So I really had a struggling group of women. And in helping them, I wound up Googling hormone replacement, natural hormone replacement, and the American Academy of Anti-Aging came up. And I went to a conference there and just got sucked into that tornado. Fell in love with the microbiome, all the things you don't learn in medical school, how the adrenal glands integrate with the gut, that integrate with the brain, that all integrate back to nutrition. And the state of your gut needs to be to absorb the nutrients. And you don't realize how far away we got from that. And I brought that home and started those changes in my boys. And it was amazing what happened. And the language came. And while they both still have comprehensive dyslexia, my big one is in medical school. And my little one that they told me is mentally retarded is a junior at Southwestern. And he's majoring in kinesiology, health, wellness, and nutrition. And I tell people Dougie's biggest accomplishment is that he was on American Ninja Warrior. So we are an athletic family, but both my kids very, very tuned into nutrition. So it really makes me understand how disconnected the medical community is in treating bits and pieces. And I think how important it is to bring them all together and not just label, oh, well, your gut's a problem or your adrenals a problem, or you need to see the GI person, or you need to go see your cardiologist, but really figuring a way to find out with whatever complaints people have, however they feel, to find the underlying cause and maximize each part of them so that the system will function efficiently.
Absolutely. I agree with everything that you said. And it's so really heartwarming, encouraging as a practitioner myself and to our audience and our membership to hear that kind of personal story that you're sharing that brought you into integrative medicine and functional medicine. Most of us as practitioners and members of the NANP have similar personal stories to share where either ourselves or a personal family member or close friend had some kind of health crisis that led us and them into nutrition as medicine, essentially. So that is really great for everyone to hear.